Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Anya. I'm a Tekken competitive player, content creator, and everything in between. And today I have some tips for you so you can start side walking and sidestepping. So Tekken 8 and Tekken in general is a 3D game. It's going to be very important if you want to keep improving that we start, moving to the sides. So very quickly, you just tap up or tap down, and you can just hold that, like up, up, and you just hold it, or down, down, and you just hold it. Okay. So yeah, that's how you side walk, and that's how you sidestep. You're gonna find the notations as SS for sidestep or SW for sidewalk. There's also sidewalk left, sidewalk right, sidestep left, sidestep right. So SWR, SWL, SSR, SSL. That's how you're gonna see it when you are looking for those resources. Now, moving on to the tips. The first tip, if you are just starting to try to move to the sides, is to just do it. Okay, just do it. It doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter. What I want you to do is just to start getting used to it. Okay, we want to make that part of our muscle memory. So I just want you to try it when you feel like it. That's it. Whether it's stepping or walking, one side or the other, I just want you guys to start trying to just do it so we can build that muscle memory and just get the feeling for moving to the sides, right? Now, why do we want to do this? So what you're looking for ideally is for your opponent to throw out a move, to whiff, to do a whiff, to, like, whiff a move, so you can punish, right? So ideally also, you want to react to it. You want to see like, oh, they threw a move, it went linear. It was not a tracking move, it's just linear. I am on the side now, so I will do a punisher, right? I will do a punish, and I'll launch, and I'll just, do whatever. That is why you want to do, right? Sometimes maybe you don't have so much time because the move they whiff is a little small, like it's not that minus, on whiff. There is no way to know how minus it is on whiff, but it might be like a jab or a couple jabs, and you're not like able to tell, so you can do maybe something smaller, right? So just try to find a variety of options that you can have on the sides. I highly recommend that it is something safe. So if you have some safe launchers, or just whatever, a string or something you feel confident with, just make sure that you have something ready there, right? Now, that's ideally we want to see something whiff, but since we are learning, since you guys click on this video, I'm assuming you guys are starting to learn how to sidewalk and sidestep. You can just do it. Just do it. Just sidestep, launch, sidewalk, launch. Okay, just smash your whatever you were gonna do. Highly recommendable that it's safe. So that means it's not minus 10 or more. It's minus 9 or less. Okay, that's what I want you guys to do. Something safe. Okay, so yeah, just do it. Sidestep, do it. Sidestep, do it. Sidestep, do it. Whenever you feel like it. Now, there are gonna be times where it's more likely, like you have a higher chance of this landing and not doing it so randomly, right? So one thing I highly recommend is also, and gameplay wise especially, not only for sidewalk and sidestepping, but just figure out what are your plus on block moves, okay? So let me show you, for example, with Asuka. Let me have Jin blocking. There we go. We can do like 4-4-1, 4-3, 4-4, etc., 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 right? Well, not that here, but yeah. Yeah, we can just do your whatever plus on block moves are, and then you can try to step. You're gonna have a little bit more time, okay? You're gonna have a little bit more time. It can also be plus on hit if you already know that. Good. But plus on block moves, so good, so good. You need to know what those are for your character, okay? But yeah, you just get some plus frames and then you just do it. Same as before, but this time you're gonna have a bit more of a chance to fish for something because you have more time, you have more frames, okay? So yes. Also, I highly recommend that whatever you do when you step, whatever your punisher is not that slow, okay? So if you can do like 16, 15, even less, the fastest the better. Um, but yeah, that those are some options. I usually do like a 15, right? Like down 42 is a safe launcher, so try and go for that. It's only -6, so it's good. Um, all right, so yeah, that's one way to do it. Just get plus streams. All right, so there's gonna be more options for you. There's a lot there's a lot to this. I'm just giving like some quick I would say like kind of like the main things that you're gonna see out there. Another tip is that if your opponent is constantly doing a while running move, so they're coming at you with something that is linear, and that's a bunch of while running moves. Honestly, there are some that track, like Asuka has one. Y'all are probably familiar with this, while running 1+2. Well, not that one. That's not the one we're gonna try and walk. Okay, it's something like this while running 3. You're gonna notice a bunch of characters actually have something like this. These moves are a lot linear. Uh, they're very linear, yes. So yeah, just you keep seeing like your opponent come at you with it over and over, and you see you have a chance to start walking. Just try it. Just try it. Also keep in mind that you might have to run a little bit and catch them from that, because yeah, sometimes they're a little far distance wise. But you could still have a shot at catching them. So yeah, that's one time you can look for walking for a reason, because they're coming at you with that. So let's just try and do it. Try to do it one side, try to do it the other side. Sometimes they're gonna track slightly more to one side or another, so just keep that in mind as well. Okay, so we have actually I have an example. Let me go back to defense. There we go. So yes, there's also going to be strings that are linear at a certain point, okay? So I will show you an example. I think this is the easiest way. So we have Jin here doing the string, okay? It's just jabs and a kick, right? So he goes 1-1, and then you move, and then see, you were able to evade it because you know it, and you know to do the sidestep at that time, and you're ready with whatever you have. Now this has a mix-up, and a lot of the strings that are linear are going to have a mix-up, so it's important that that you figure out when your opponent wants to do something like this, and it's just an option for you, right, to be able to launch them. Like you're like, they keep doing the string, no mix-up, they just really like doing the string. Okay, I'm just gonna walk and or sidestep and launch them. Okay, so that is one way you can handle death. Your opponent also has the choice of not finishing the string. Sometimes that's gonna be an option, but there's also how you add layers to your game plan, and how you're able sometimes to close out that win that you really need. Okay, so it's good that you know how to do these things. Now, there is another concept that I slightly want to touch on. There is another concept. Oh, before I forget, I also wanted to mention it's also good that you guys have hold on. Okay, yes. It's good that you guys have kind of like a combo route, or what you do when you have your opponent's back if you're gonna be side walking, because those combos are often not the same, and it's just gonna be weird. Even if it's just one hit, it just doesn't have the same effect when you get on your opponent's back. So just make sure that you know what you want to do once you get to that point, okay? Because sometimes like they can just keep doing like linear things, and they keep moving forward, and you're on their back, so you have to figure out how you want to hit them once you get to that point. So yeah, just make sure you have something prepared for that occasion. One last concept I do want to mention that could be very useful for y'all, and y'all can figure this out. I feel like a lot of this is also going to be trial and error. You can lab, of course. I highly encourage you to do that for specific things, or you can just go to your replay reviews and just take control of your character and see if you could have stepped one side or the other, or walk one side or the other in certain situation. But one thing that I think is important here as well is side step duck. Okay, side step duck is gonna make certain things whiff that wouldn't have whiffed otherwise. This is very good against Oscar slow, especially down back three. It can be very tricky for you to get her to whiff. It's not supposed to really track, but you know, almost every move tracks a little bit. You know, it also depends on the situation, like how many frames, like are you plus, are you minus, etc. But yeah, moves like down back three, you're gonna be able to sidestep duck. Okay, so that is also an option. You're gonna perhaps make some things with that wouldn't have otherwise, and also kind of like be ready for it. I would say it's at least for me, it's a lot harder um, to make something work after that, to get that punch, to get that reaction. Um, so yeah, those are some tips for y'all to start learning a little bit more about the 3D movement in Tekken 8. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I know there is more to this. It's just kind of an introduction for y'all to start, putting this stuff together and start moving to the side. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the vibes out here, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.